Hey guys, this is Stoned Edge from BitBuilt, and I'm going to be giving you guys a quick rundown of the portable, just some commentary from me to finally finish this project off and close it up and call it done, because I don't want to make any of this anymore. It was an absolute nightmare, to say the least, but I'm really happy that it's finished, and I think you guys deserve to see it working and have some commentary from my end, so kind of an old school video similar to what Wes does, but with his completed projects, but he's completed a lot more than I have. Anyway, I'd like to thank a few people before I get this video started. So first thanks goes out to DMCK5 for helping me out with the case. He is an amazing CAD modeler in the community, and him and I are working on a really cool project at the moment, and I feel bad because I've already stuffed up the first circuit board, so I have to do another revision on that, but that will be a really awesome project when that's done. So hoping to have that done soon, but big thanks to him, to G-Man for helping me out with the circuits in this PCB, to Aurelio as well, to Yuvalto Griffin for helping me out with the debugging all the time, to Skent for helping me out, Shane Kent, everyone else who helped me out. This project was a collaboration, so thanks to everyone for helping me build, something that means a lot to me. I love the GameBoy Advance SP, always have, so I think this project is, certainly, I'm pleased with it. So I'll show you around the case, and again, it's an acrylic finish that was done on a CNC machine, so it's quite nice, and then it's got a frosty finish with the sandblasting. I've got the Nintendo sticker on the front here from an original GBA SP. We've got the standard 3.5 inch VGA screen that is the 640 by 480 resolution. It's powered individually by the onboard regulators on the PCB. So I removed all the inductors and replaced the crystal, and also replaced the inductor for the backlight boost because they're all too tall to fit in the slim lid. Moving on to the front, we've got a heatsink and a headphone jack, 2 screws and 2 batteries, as you can see. We've got a power switch here and a SD card for loading games, and you can remove that and take it out if you want. We've got a GBA SP hinge here and here for opening the lid, and they're from an original Game Boy Advance SP. I just bought those online, but they're from an original GBA SP. We've got a volume wheel here for adjusting the volume, obviously. Moving on to the back, we have 2 Z buttons here that work well, and these are my favorite part of the portable. We have some analog triggers here, which are done out of an acetol finish on a CNC. And as you can see here, I cracked the back a little bit, unfortunately. This build did not go smoothly, to say the least, but there was already some cracks here and here from the machining process anyway, so I think eventually we'll replace this bottom piece. I've also got there's some digital buttons underneath here as well, so that you get the full analog and digital press, and I'll show you guys when I boot it up how that works. But that's pretty much the entire case. So let's open it up and I'll show you around the system. So we've got ABXY buttons and D-pad, which were all resin printed thanks to Noble. So big thanks to him, who always helps out members of the community. He's a really nice guy. So 2 start buttons, your face buttons here, and then original switch joysticks, which feel awesome, and they're recessed in the case, so you can shut the lid and it will close just fine. We've got 2 front-firing 8-ohm speakers and the MX chip here, which is powered by 3.3 volts, but also by the battery when the system is off, so it keeps the real-time clock going, so you can play Animal Crossing and other games like that. So let's turn it on. And there's 2 LEDs. One is for charging the batteries that will go orange like the original, and then green is basically means system on, and then it will turn red when the battery starts to get low. So I've got a few games on here, GC games, GameCube games, and Wii games. But first, I just want to show, you know, everyone knows the games work. You know, everyone makes portables, but I just want to quickly show you the analog triggers. So we can test this thanks to Aurelio's configurator. So I'll just see if I can show you guys the triggers. So as you can see, I'm pushing down slightly, and you can see that they are working as intended. So the range is not the greatest, and unfortunately the left trigger is a little bit stiff compared to the right one. But you can see you get a little bit of range before you click the press. So I mean, it is what it is. It actually helps to have these analog triggers in here because of space constraints anyway. It was really hard to fit dual tech buttons right above the batteries there. As you can see, there's hardly any room. So the analog was a great compromise, and it works really well. So let's go ahead and boot into a game. Because it's a Wii Portable, I'll show you guys a Wii game obviously, but backwards compatible with GameCube and everything else. You guys know the drill. So as you can see, the LED is yeah, it's powered by the same chip that's on the Wii PMS. So it's the same code, just modified a little bit to suit my needs. But yeah, it's not the greatest battery indicator. So it would be nice, hopefully in the future, to have you know, an option to show battery on screen. And I do have a slight feeling that may be coming, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, let's just play some Mario Kart because I couldn't decide. Honestly, it's funny because I built this thing and then I don't really want to play. I don't even know what games to play with it, to be honest. So the battery is getting quite low. As you can see, the speakers get really loud. But yeah, really happy with the finish on the case. It's just awesome. And it feels really comfortable, I must say. Like when you're holding it like this, awesome. But when you have to push the triggers, it's a little bit uncomfortable, I must say, and particularly the Z button. But look, it's a tiny little Game Boy Advance SP Wii Portable. I mean, you're not making this because you want it to be comfortable or you want it to be the most, you know, enjoyable thing to hold. It's just look. It's like saying, okay, look what, you know, we can do with the Wii. A bit like the Kill Me, but just, you know, a little bit more practical. So we'll just do one race and I'll show you that it feels really nice and everything is working. Bluetooth, I don't have a Wii mode on me, but that is confirmed working, so you can trust me on that. As you can see, the analog triggers work really well. Oh, Jesus, I'm trying to play this through a screen. It's a little bit difficult through the phone. Oh, God. I'm not the best gamer, as you can see. Anyway, as you can see, guys, it's all working as I intended when I was designing it, and yeah, super pleased with how it's turned out. And it is all open source, so if people want to build their own, I'd absolutely love to see people have an attempt at this, and see more Wii SPiis around, because it was a really difficult build, but it feels really awesome. It's really small, and it's just really compact build. It feels nice to play. You've got the battery grips on the bottom, which feel awesome. It doesn't cramp your hands, surprisingly, as most people would probably think. So I'd really encourage you, if you've had a go at a GWii or any of the other open source cases, and you want to step up, and you want to have a little bit more of a difficult build, a bit more of a challenge, then absolutely have a go at building yourself a Wii SPii, because it was a lot of fun. So thanks, guys. This will be the last video I probably make on the Wii SPii. I do have some audio that explains a little bit more in detail, and maybe I'll make a professional video later, but I think I'd like to move on to other projects now. This has certainly been a bit of a roller coaster, so thanks to everyone who helped me out again, and I hope you enjoyed the quick video. Thanks, guys. Bye.